everybody. Welcome back to Grandma K Style. I'm Kristen, and I am going to take you through my AM skincare routine with me. That is why you are in my bathroom this morning. We're going to start with cleansing. I know some people don't cleanse in the morning. I do for a couple reasons. I feel like there's always those mascara flakes that you missed from the night before, and also because I use a brow gel and it does get a little bit crusty in the eyebrows, and I just feel fresher and cleaner when I've done my morning cleanse. So we're going to start with that. For the morning cleanse, I use the Mad Hippie Cream Cleanser. I like it because it's super hydrating. It takes off the stuff you want to take off without over drying. So we're going to cleanse with that first. Instead of a washcloth, I like to use these Wonder Cloths. They're great because, first of all, they're easier on your skin. They get into the pores and take everything out. And also, they dry quicker, so you don't end up with that slightly damp washcloth at the end of the day when you're trying to come and take your makeup off. So we're going to use the Wonder Cloth to get this Mad Hippie off. Always make sure that you wash down your neck and on your chest. And that should do it for our cleanse. All fresh and ready to go. By the way, I'm wearing this little Velcro waffle towel wrap. It's fabulous, and I love it for doing my skincare because it gives you access to your neck and chest, which are really important when you're doing your skincare routine, because you want to make sure that your neck and chest skin is taken care of as well. So I'll link this in the comments below, and also my little head wrap is Velcro, which I like because then I don't have to put it down over my head and then push it up. You just wrap it and Velcro it and you're ready to go. So that is how I get ready to do my skincare routine. Now that we're cleansed, we're going to move on to serums. The rule with serums is you can just slap them on, layer them on one after the other, but you start with the one that's the thinnest and move up to thicker. So we are going to start with vitamin C. I actually make my own vitamin C serum, which I will link the video on how to do that in the comments below. Also, you can use, my holy grails are, I like the Dr. Brenner's, and then also the Timeless, which I don't have right here because it's actually in my empties. I've used it up. I do have another one on standby in case. The thing with vitamin C serums is that they do oxidize as soon as they're exposed to the air and light. So they need to be in a super dark bottle. And if you try not to have backstock too early, but if you do get backstock and you're not ready for it yet, put it in the fridge. That keeps it a little bit longer. But these dark bottles, which I got on Amazon, and they will be linked in the vitamin C video, are perfect. My vitamin C lasted over 2 months and it had barely even started to turn. You'll know when it turns because it starts out clear, it starts to get a little bit yellow, and if it gets like a darker yellow, orangey color, then it's probably turned. But I usually use mine up. I haven't had to throw any away, so that's good. So we're gonna start with our vitamin C serum. Now I just take a dropper full and put it on my hands and press it in there. Now I don't go too far up under my eyes. If you have sensitive under eyes, don't put it under your eyes at all because it is an acid and it can burn. So be careful. Make sure that you Don't go up under your eyes unless you're sure that your under eyes can take it. Mine couldn't at first. If you want to try to put some under there, but you're not sure, you can always mix it with something else so that it's a little less stringent on your skin. I also like to put this on my neck, chest, and hands. So I'm going to take another dropper furl and I'm just going to go all over and the back of my hands. Don't forget that your hands are skin too, and they are exposed to just as much sun damage and everything else as your face. So make sure that you take care of those. All right, that's vitamin C. The next serum is for exfoliation, because no matter what we're putting on our skin, if we have a bunch of dead skin cells sitting there, it's not going to get in and it's not going to do anything for our anti-aging. So we need to make sure that we're exfoliating. At this point in my life, I've figured out that chemical exfoliation is better for my skin than manual. My skin does not like the scrub and all of the grit that's in some of the manual exfoliators. So we've moved on to chemical exfoliators. This one is by The Ordinary. It is very cost effective. It is their 5% lactic acid. I will put this also in the comments below. For this one, I don't use a lot. And I can get away with probably 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 drops for my whole face, because I don't want it to sting. I don't like for it to sting. So I just use about 4 drops and I pat that around my face. This one I definitely don't go under my eyes and don't go on my lips. This just keeps all those dead skin cells detached. Dead skin cells are kind of stuck like glue, and the lactic acid will kind of loosen up the glue and help them come off in your natural washing process. So I put that all over my face. I do not put it on my neck because my neck is too sensitive for it. And I don't put it on my chest or hands because I do in the shower use a manual exfoliator on that, and I don't feel like I need more than one exfoliator, so I don't use that. All right, and then our next serum is by Timeless. It's the Coenzyme Q10 serum. This is an amazing serum for anti-aging. It's a holy grail for me, and I know it's a holy grail for a lot of people that do anti-aging skincare. Again, dropper, maybe 3 or 4. Ooh, I'm almost running out of this. It's a good thing I have some in my back stock. 3 or 4 drops. This, I absolutely do go up on my eyes and my lips, and I get it all over. Now, the reason that I am not putting this on my neck and chest is not because it's not good and not because it's tough on my skin. It's because I'm cheap. I mean, that's the real truth. I'm cheap. And I feel like it's a great serum, and it's maybe even too great for my neck and chest. But I do want my neck, chest, and my hands for that matter to get some fabulous serum. So I put the Ordinary Buffet on those areas. This is a little bit more cost effective than the Timeless, and it is chock full of all kinds of fabulous anti-aging ingredients. And because of the beautiful price, I don't feel bad spreading this stuff everywhere. So I put this on my neck and chest and on the back of my hands. And I don't know about you guys, but I think for 52, my hands look pretty good. So I think it's working. All right, that is it for our morning serums. Some of you have probably heard about copper peptides and like to use copper peptides. I also use copper peptides, but I only use them in my PM skincare routine because copper peptides and vitamin C do not play well together. So be careful about mixing those two. So I use the vitamin C in the morning. I use copper peptides in the evening. Some of you have also probably heard about products that have collagen in them. I take my collagen inside for the most part, and that starts with my coffee. My morning always has coffee in it, and this is my skincare from the inside because my coffee has biotin and collagen in it. So taking those from the inside is what helps you build your collagen up. The only things really that you can put on your skin that will help build up your collagen are vitamin A in the form of tretinoin, which is prescription only, and I do have that in my nighttime skincare routine, and then the vitamin C that we put on earlier. Those are the only two things that are really proven to help rebuild your collagen. And you got to be careful with vitamin C too. You hear a lot about vitamin C derivatives. Those are probably good for your skin, but the one that's been tested in anti-aging and collagen building is ascorbic acid or L-ascorbic acid. So if your vitamin C serum does not have L-ascorbic acid in it, it is not the vitamin C that was proven to help build collagen. So you gotta be careful about that. The actual collagen that you'll find in some products, that molecule is too big to be absorbed into your skin. So it's pretty much a waste of money because it's not gonna go anywhere. I mean, if it makes you feel good and you feel like you've seen some results for it, go for it. But scientifically speaking, the collagen molecule is too big to be absorbed into your skin. So you can't really add collagen topically. It doesn't work that way. All right, now that we've got all of our beautiful serums on our skin, we want them to stay there. And we do that with moisturizer. So the moisturizer I'm going to use today is the Cerave Pm. Now I know it says PM, but the reason that we use the PM is because this one does not have sunscreen built into it, because we're going to do sunscreen as a separate step. So the Cerave PM has all the fabulous things in it that the AM one does. It just doesn't have the sunscreen in it, and that's why we're going to use that one. This one's a brand new bottle that I didn't open yet. All right. There we go. All right, so a couple pumps of our Cerave PM Moisturizer, and this goes everywhere here. That feels so good. It feels so good. And you can put this anywhere you want. If you have another lotion that you already like for your neck, chest, and hands, that's fine. Go ahead and use that. I sometimes, if I'm getting red or dry in here, I have one that I like. It's an Honest Beauty one for eczema that I'll use. But right now, I actually have this other, the CeraVe Daily Moisturizing Lotion, which I bought before I bought this one. And there's something in here that stings my skin. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm trying to use this one up. So I use this one right now on my neck, chest, and hands. But you can use the same CeraVe or whatever you have that you like. Just make sure you don't skip the moisturizing step on these areas because they get dry. Especially right now, we're getting into spring and summer, at least here in Vegas. I don't know where you guys are, but it's getting warm. It was 85 yesterday. So I'm going to be needing some protection from all that dry and crackly. Although I've got to say, my winter skin is not any better. A little bit about my skin, I have dry but combo skin. So I tend to get a little oily in my T-zone and like desert dry everywhere else. And the other thing is my skin is sensitive and acne prone. So I have to be careful about products and test them out. And a lot of things don't work for me. So by the time I come and tell you guys about them, then I can tell you that at least for my combination, dry desert, acne prone, sensitive skin, they're good products. So hopefully if you have the same kind of skin I do, you can use them and they'll work for you as well. All right, morning skincare, our last step, and this is the most important step. If you do nothing else, put on sunscreen. I know there's debates on sunscreen. People say it's not good for you. That's why I'm telling you, use 100% mineral sunscreen. Chemical sunscreens will usually burn your skin, and I don't know about you, but I don't really want the chemicals on my skin, so I just skip that altogether. My holy grails for my face, there's two of them. One is the Ulta MD. This is a tinted, and the other one is My Shell. These are both tinted, and they're both great. They work fine with makeup. They work fine without makeup. The difference for me, this one, the Ulta MD, is a little bit shiny, and the My Shell is not. It's a matte finish. So if I'm gonna do a no makeup day, and I just feel like putting on my sunscreen and some mascara, because you know mascara is a must-have for me, then I'll use the My Shell because it has a little bit more of a powdery finish. It looks like maybe I powdered my skin down. Today we're going to be putting on makeup because we're recording some other videos. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use the Ulta MD. The important thing about sunscreen is whatever SPF it says on the bottle. This one says 44. You have to use the amount it says in the directions to achieve that. So this one, I believe it says 1/8 of a teaspoon, which depending on how you pump can be 2, 3, 4 pumps. So make sure you figure out how many pumps it takes you to get to the recommended amount. Otherwise, you're not getting the SPF that it says on the bottle. And this is very gentle on my skin. I'm able to go under my eyes with it. I'm able to go pretty much everywhere with it. The one thing is, because it is tinted, I'm actually going to look away from you guys and look in the mirror to make sure I'm getting it even. Because it is tinted, you want to really get it blended because it will get streaky if you're not careful. It's like if you put your foundation on and didn't blend it carefully. So I go up in my hairline just a little bit just to make sure. And if you have hair that exposes your ears, make sure that you get your ears. Because I know a lot of people, including my dad, has gotten skin cancers on his ears. Especially the backs of the ears, people forget they're there. And I think that's why a lot of people get skin cancer on the back of their ears. So be careful, make sure that you get your ears. Even if you don't have hair that exposes them, but you tend to push your hair back during the day, you might want to make sure you catch those. All right. So that's our face. And let's talk about the rest of our body. My usual go-to is a Paula's Choice product, but I ran out of that, and I am testing right now this Cetaphil Sheer Mineral Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 50. So you guys are actually here with me for the first time. I'm going to try it. It's got, see, it still has a little cap on it. I don't know about you guys, but I have the worst time getting these off. I probably should have paid attention to the fact that this was brand new and taken this off before I invited you guys to the bathroom. But I didn't, so we'll just deal with this. And maybe I'll edit this out, and maybe I won't. Because I guess if I'm inviting you guys into my bathroom, you can, that makes you friends. So maybe I won't edit it out. Okay, now that we got the top off, we are going to put this all over. Oh yeah. We have, the trick with some of these is that they do have zinc in them. So you'll get that white zinc oxide cast. That's what I like about the Paula's Choice is it goes on with that white cast, but the white cast goes away pretty much immediately and it blends in really well. I tried one from Aveeno and I couldn't deal with it. The white cast never goes away. You look like Casper the Friendly Ghost. And this one, I don't know, the white cast seems to be hanging around a little bit. I'll let you guys know how I feel about it. In the description of the video, I'll tell you how it dried down and whether or not I feel like it's something I'll keep using. But at least I know that it is protecting my skin. Yeah, it seems pretty white, guys. I don't know about this. Might be reordering the Paula's Choice. All right, when I reorder my Paula's Choice, I'll make sure I put the link to that in the description below as well. Okay, so we are cleansed, we are serumed, we are moisturized, we are sunscreened. Now the last thing that I like to throw in there is exfoliating my lips, because I don't know about you guys, but my lips are always dry. I just found this e.l.f. It looks like a little lipstick, but it's an exfoliator, and it's got, you can hear it, it's like a little sandpapery, but it's also got some moisturizing stuff in there. And the reason I like this is because I've got those little lip scrubs that come in a pot, but when I'm digging them out, I always feel like I don't get the right amount of the scrubby stuff out, and I just have a hard time with those. So this is great. You put it on like a lipstick, you can rub it around a little bit, and you just grab your damp Wonder Cloth, wipe it back off. This is good because it also gets a little bit of extra sunscreen off your lips. And then I like this Neutrogena Hydro Boost. It's a little lip product that just helps put the hydration back in them. And then don't forget that lips are skin too, and they are exposed to the sun all day long. Don't forget that your lips are skin too, and they're exposed to the sun all day long. You want to make sure that you finish them off with a balm or something that has SPF in it. I'm using this little lemon one by EOS that I really like. If I can find this one again, I'll link it also below. So you finish off your morning skincare with your lips, and you are good to go. You can either put on makeup, or you have a decent finish on your skin anyway from the tinted sunscreen. So if you just want to put on some mascara and go on about your day, then you are there, all protected. If you got something out of it, please give me a like, hit the subscribe button, and make sure you tap on that notification bell so you get notified when I post the PM skincare routine, so you can see the flip side of this and how I am working to get my skin better. I will also post my 3-month skincare anti-aging results in the comments. It's also over on my website, which is grandmaksstyle.com, where I blog, post products, and have my girl crew on there. There is so much information over on the website. If you're not there, you're missing out. So please visit grandmaksstyle.com, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.